Welcome back to Space Cowboy for some more on Fallout London. Now this video isn't a gameplay video because they've just put out a hotfix. Now it is only a small one coming in at just 12 meg, but it has loads and loads of awesome fixes in it, including over 30 mission fixes that will help you progress through. There was some issues that stopped you progressing at certain stages, but they've done a load of fixes to that. So this is actually quite a big chunk of fixes, not just the mission fixes. There's gameplay tweaks, actor tweaks, item tweaks, and audio and voice tweaks as well. They're planning to add much more in terms of hotfixes and updates as the game progresses. It is currently the most downloaded mod on GOG. So it's good. It's got a hell of a lot of press. They did an interview with BBC the other day about the future of Fallout London, and we will go over that in a video either tomorrow or the day after, so make sure you stick around for that one. We will have some more gameplay coming, but for now we've got a decent chunk of episodes out, so if you do want to check them out, it is in the top right hand corner. Now if you are a fan of Fallout London, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We cover all sorts of Bethesda titles here, Starfield, Fallout, and we'll be covering Atomfall when it comes out, which looks pretty much like a British Fallout. Looks really interesting. Now, when it comes to quest fixes, they've fixed issues with the Broken Angel, the Sharbadis, Heaven Slayer, Parliament of Fools, Dolls of the Deep, Swan and Mitre, Welcome to the Vagabonds, Prison Break, Arms Race, Revenge, Thy Name is Fury, Black, Breaking the Cycle, No More Heroes, Food for Thought, It Rises in the East, Answers at Last, Gordon's Alive, Sakilla, of Mutants and Men, A Roar in the Waves, The Fifth Column Kickout, View to Kill Post, Memories of Sid, Pizza for Jordan, The Firm, Five Finger Discount, and Magic Milk. So a big chunk there of major gameplay fixes that will help you progress through the game a little bit more, and you're not going to have any issues with dialogue on a lot of those as well, which is great news. One of the main issues I have come across is dialogue, where it does either fast forward itself, goes way too quick, or they sort of go in and out of each other, which a bit of a pain in the ass. Now, when it comes to gameplay, they've done a load of tweaks to the stats and how things are going to affect you going forward, which is good, because radiation was a big problem. You fall anywhere in the Thames, you're dead instantly, and now things have changed to sort of reflect that, and you can explore a little bit more freely. So the first tweak that they've done are to the perks and traits, which are the early game Labra and Railway Spine afflictions. They're now much more serious, and they will be explained to you as you start the game if you do pick one of those two there. Additionally, upon curing one affliction, you will get a reminder to cure the other. They've also changed beer mat stat multipliers, fortify agility added to corpse cabbage tea, aluminium tray now has British spelling and gives the aluminium instead of steel, so not, aluminum as you Americans like to call it. And the Thames water radiation, that has now gone from 250 rads down to 169. They've also removed resistances to fix a bug when using Radex, which is great. Then, when it comes to earning a little bit more XP, the cigarette buff has now increased from 30 to 60 seconds. So that 5% XP boost that you do get from cigarettes will now last you 60 seconds instead of just the 30. Now, the nicotine addiction debuff will be changed also. Currently, it removes 1 agility and 2 endurance. So it now removes 1 agility and 1 intelligence. So a little bit better. They've also changed a few crafting requirements. The main one being that the Luger Silencer now needs a gun nut level 2 requirement to craft. And then for other weapon changes, Molotov cocktails damage has now been reduced from 50 to 30, and the radius has also been reduced from 500 to 400. They've also moved the Lewis gun, MG42, and the Bren to the heavy weapon category, and the Lewis gun plasma barrel has reduced range but increased damage to make it different from the laser barrel. And the EM2 weapon has now changed to use .280 rounds. And then for other minor things, the Brown's Beans cans now weigh 0.1, so less than a full bean can. Foxes have had a slight nerf to their base attack damage. Minebots and Naval Walkers have had their health nerfed across the board. Thank God for that, because the Naval Walkers are brutal. They've also added 12 new workshop items. You'll no longer be able to pick up vault suits from shopping bags. Cash register has now been renamed to Till, adjustable wrench renamed to Spanner, and the pneumatic cylinder name has been fixed. The flintlock rifle has also been fixed, so if you upgrade to the laser rifle from the lesser version, you now get the full effects of the laser musket. And they've also added various items to the scrappable list. So a lot of things you can scrap in-game and get a lot of rewards to do crafting, base building, all of that various stuff. But when it comes to the scrap list, a lot of these effects are mainly for scrappable items with the workshop. So items that you find inside the buildable area, a lot of those items will now be scrappable, which give you a little bit more freedom to do building. There's also been a whole host of audio and voice tweaks, adding missing dialogue, missing holotapes, fixed sound effects on certain things. So that's brilliant news. I love it. This is a first hotfix. This is version 1.01. So nice early stages, but a decent chunk of stuff in there. Hopefully they continue down this path, and it does look like they're going to add a whole host more items in the future. So that's great news. We will go over the full interview that the dev team did the other day. Pretty good, some good stuff in there. I'm looking forward to the future of Fallout London. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, though. Have you played Fallout London? I know a lot of people got a little bit stuck trying to get into it. Took me a long time as well, but once you get round to it, it is a brilliant game and worth the effort of getting it installed. I'd highly recommend doing it. I was going to do a video on how to do it, but there's tons and tons of people out there that have done it with a lot more experience than me. So in the end, that's what I did. I just followed a load of tutorials and also got the mod, the buff out mod, I think it's called, which does require a manual installation that is a little bit more complex than the GOG install. Obviously, it depends as well on the game variant. Some people have been trying to download it with the wrong version of Fallout 4. You do need to downgrade your version of Fallout 4 to before the next gen update, and you either need to own the GOG version, which is the basically game of the year edition, which has all of the season passes included, or if you've got it on Steam, you need once again that game of the year edition, or the standard edition with all DLC included. So you have to be careful with the right game as well. You can't just buy any old version of Fallout 4. You do need all DLCs, loads of other bits and bobs, but yeah, it is complicated, but there's tons of videos out there that go over how to install it. Once you've got through that main bit, it is really easy and so enjoyable. So if you have enjoyed today's video and you are looking forward to more Fallout London, let me know in the comments down below. Are there any other giant Fallout 4 mods that you're looking at? I've seen there are a lot of awesome ones in the works, and I'm quite excited to see where it goes. Seems like modding Fallout and Bethesda games is bringing more content to the games than Bethesda themselves, which, as I mentioned in my previous video about Fallout London, I do think that's one of the reasons Bethesda haven't really said anything about it. This is one of, if not the most successful Fallout 4 mod, and most definitely the biggest that there's ever been. So the team have done amazing work. It really is good, and I'm glad to see that they're still going to continue to support it in the future as well. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. For now, though, I've been Cowboy. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.